Okay, so I know I posted that story, and a lot of people was commenting. So yes, I want to be very, very clear. I fuck with Cardi. I heard the song. I fuck with the song. But as I was listening to it, I was just like, sounded very familiar. And like I said, the song that I made this song 3-4 years ago. My manager at the time wanted me to make more music for females, not be so ratchet, not be so aggressive. They wanted me to make more twerk music, which wasn't really my vibe for real. But I went ahead and made it. I pushed the song down in like 20 minutes. Here y'all go, boom. Threw it on YouTube. I didn't even release it. I just threw it on YouTube. But that's neither here nor there, because regardless of the quality of the music or whatever, I had the plan. I just didn't have the platform, clearly. The idea was there, and I really do feel like you just took it and perfected it. You're not going to be able to tell me that, no, and even if it wasn't the artists themselves, even if it wasn't Cardi herself, somebody on that team heard the song. Yes, it is a common saying. Yes, outside. I'm not discounting, I'm not discrediting that. But the coincidence for you to say outside and the beat sound the same, to me, that's too close. Somebody heard it and was like, I could see where they was trying to go with this. Let's take it here. You know what I'm saying? And that, if that's what you want to do, cool. But reach out and be like, hey, listen, do da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? But like, I hear it, and I know I ain't tripping. I know I'm not tripping. It is what it is at the end of the day, because like I said, that wasn't even no song that I was really pushing for real. But bitch, anyway, stream link up.
If you're going through a breakup, if you're going through some shit with your baby father or some shit, if you just got a divorce, if you're heartbroken, go outside with your friends. Before my friend Star got locked up, she told me, I want you to do one thing. I want you to go outside. Go outside with Sweetness. Go outside with Kita. Go outside with T-Styles. Go outside with whoever the fuck you want to go out with. Just go outside. And when I kept going outside, it's like the first time people wasn't saying nothing. Then when I kept going outside, people was like, oh, like she got 3 kids, blah, blah, blah. Fuck that. When you go outside with your friends are healing you. Like I really feel like my friends was healing me. There was times that I was at home by myself, and I just started feeling lonely, and I started feeling like anxiety. Like, do you know like the song My Little Love from Adele? And at the end, she starts talking and she starts saying like, I feel a little lonely. I feel like I'm getting anxiety and I'm getting paranoid. That's exactly how I started to feel. That's why I kept going out with my friends and stuff like that. And it's like, you don't even have to drink. Just conversations. Sometimes my friends know me so well that I could be like in the club and I could be having a good time. And then I just freeze up and I start to think, and I just start to be like, God, I'm really by myself. I really got no to talk to. I really got to think. They notice when I start to feel like when I'm not myself, and that's when they start to, hey, come on, let's take a drink. Hey, come on, let's twerk. Come on, let's dance. That's why going outside is not just looking for and stuff. It's about healing yourself, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like that's okay. But spend time with your friends. I'm telling you, whatever you're going through with that man, go outside and give me a stream. But I'm telling you, because I don't know if it was just hard. I don't feel like it's not that I was heartbroken. I just felt like really alone. I just felt really, really alone. Getting in the groove of dating and stuff like that and trying to figure things out. Like, I'm telling you, like, going outside with my friends really healed me. Shit, even watching baddies with you can even watch baddies with your friends. That's inside. But it healed me. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could go to a hookah lounge. You could go get some dinner. And you never know. But me personally, when I was going outside and people started saying like, it's like, oh, she got 3 kids. She got 3 kids. And it's like, y'all don't know how much my friends was healing me at a time that I felt so much anxiety and I felt really, really lonely. So yeah, that's one. So thank you guys for showing outside so much love. I hope you enjoy outside with your friends, and I'm gonna dedicate outside. I know it seems like something. I want to dedicate outside to my friends, because, and I want to say thank you to my friends as well, all 4 of them. I want to say all 4 of them for like I feel like because it's like y'all were there for me, and in the time of confusion, in a time that is like, I don't know, maybe I just needed to shake my ass. We would come home at 6 a.m. We would come home like at 6, 7 a.m., go to the afties, go to sleep in the same bed sometimes. It was healing me. But now I'm outside. Oh, wait, my man. Okay, stop. All right. So, I don't want to be rude, but be for real. Beat it. And stream outside. Matter of fact, stream outside in every platform.
Did Cardi B just drop one of the biggest hits of the summer, or did she just steal it? Her new single, Outside, is climbing the charts. Fans are obsessed, and it's already being hailed as her official comeback anthem. But just as the celebration kicked off, a rapper from North Carolina stepped into the spotlight with a bold accusation. That's my song. Now the internet split. Some say Cardi's team jacked the whole vibe, title, beat, and energy from a little-known artist named Rissa Rain. Others think it's just coincidence. But as the drama unfolds, Cardi isn't backing down, and neither is Rissa. And just when you thought it was all about the music, Cardi dropped an emotional bombshell that no one saw coming. Cardi B's fans have been waiting. After a stretch of silence, she came back swinging with Outside, a hard-hitting anthem that had listeners locked in from the very first beat. Within hours of release, the single surged across streaming platforms, fueled by digital sales and non-stop social media buzz. It wasn't just hype. Projections showed Outside was gunning for a top 3 spot on the Billboard Hot 100. The energy was undeniable. For many, it felt like vintage Cardi, raw, emotional, and ready for war. But while fans were busy celebrating, something strange started happening. A small group of listeners began whispering that the song sounded familiar, like they'd heard it before somewhere from someone else, and that's when the story took a sharp turn. Enter Rissa Rain, a rapper from North Carolina who's been grinding in the underground scene for years. As Cardi's Outside gained momentum, Rissa posted a calm but pointed message on her socials. I mess with Cardi, but that's my song. She wasn't just talking titles. Rissa had released her own track called Outside nearly 3 years ago on YouTube. Same name, same vibe, and eerily similar beat. She explained that the track wasn't heavily promoted, just something she dropped online after her then manager pushed her to make more female-friendly music. The clip was short, raw, and sounded like it had been made fast. But the skeleton of the song was there, and according to Rissa, it's not about fame or clout, it's about integrity. She didn't say Cardi personally copied her, but someone she insisted had to have heard it, and she wasn't backing down. Rissa Rain didn't just suggest there were similarities, she broke it all down. In her video, she calmly walked fans through the timeline. She made Outside years ago under pressure to switch up her style, even though it wasn't her natural lane. She wasn't chasing clout, just experimenting. The track didn't even get a proper release. She uploaded it to YouTube and moved on, but the concept, the beat, the message, according to her, all of that was hers first. I didn't have the machine, she admitted, but I had the idea. She made it clear that even if Cardi didn't personally hear the track, someone on her team absolutely did. There's no way y'all stumbled on that exact name with that same bounce by coincidence. Rissa didn't beg for credit. She didn't even seem angry. But one thing was obvious. She knew what she made, and she wasn't about to let it slide under the radar. Once the internet caught wind of Rissa's claim, things exploded. TikTok creators started posting side-by-side comparisons of the two tracks. Twitter was flooded with opinions, some defending Cardi, others calling it a blatant industry swipe. The similarities were hard to ignore. The same bounce, a familiar hook, and even a shared emotional tone. Was it inspiration or imitation? Some fans shrugged it off, arguing Outside is a common title and the beats weren't identical. But others pointed to the structure, cadence, and vibe, insisting someone clearly heard Rissa's track and ran with it, just with better production and a bigger platform. Music insiders stayed mostly silent, but the whispers were loud. How many times had something like this happened before? And how many artists like Rissa never got credit? And just when it seemed like the drama might fizzle out, Cardi B stepped in. Cardi B didn't waste time. She clapped back the way only Cardi can, direct, unfiltered, and with zero patience for what she saw as nonsense. On her Instagram stories, she addressed the allegations head on, saying, "Be effing for real, beat it," and stream Outside on every platform. No apologies, no explanation, just a message that said, in her own way, "I'm not worried." To her fans, this was classic Cardi, bold, unbothered, and in control. But to others, it came off defensive, almost too defensive. Why respond at all if there was nothing to the claim? Her response didn't stop the conversation, it only fueled it. Suddenly, the question wasn't just, did she copy the song? It became, why is she reacting like this? But Rissa wasn't done talking either. After Cardi's response went viral, Rissa Rain didn't stay quiet. She jumped right back in with a not-so-subtle post quoting Soulja Boy. "He copied my whole flow, word for word, bar for bar." It was a mic drop moment. Rissa wasn't begging for clout. She was planting her flag, and fans were starting to rally behind her. Some said this was yet another example of a mainstream artist profiting off smaller creatives. Others called it industry robbery in plain sight. Still, there was a split. Cardi's fan base defended her fiercely, arguing that Outside was an original expression, both lyrically and emotionally. But even Cardi's supporters had to admit the timing, the name, and the beat did feel a little too close for comfort. One fan tweeted, "Even if she didn't steal it, her team probably did. Let's not act like labels don't scout YouTube for ideas all the time." The debate kept growing, but Cardi was about to change the energy completely and no one saw it coming. Just as the drama hit a boiling point, Cardi B flipped the script. Instead of fueling the fire, she opened up. In a raw, unscripted video, Cardi poured her heart out, revealing the deeply personal story behind Outside. This wasn't just a catchy anthem, it was her therapy. She talked about feeling isolated, heartbroken, and anxious after her breakup. She described how she'd sit alone in her house, battling waves of sadness, until one of her close friends gave her simple advice: just go outside. She credited those nights out, the club runs, lounges, dinner dates, with saving her. Not because of the party, but because of the people. "When I froze up in the club," she said, "my girls noticed. They brought me back." Cardi described Outside as a tribute to the friendships that helped her survive the loneliness and dedicated the track to her girls who stayed close when things got dark. It wasn't the kind of post fans expected. It was messy, honest, and raw, and suddenly Outside wasn't just a banger anymore, it was a healing anthem. In the middle of all the accusations and online chaos, one thing became clear. Outside meant two very different things to two very different women. For Rissa Rain, it was a creative experiment, a track she threw together and put online without major backing. For Cardi, it became a form of survival. Her version of Outside wasn't just a song, it was her way of escaping depression, finding joy again, and holding on to her identity in a season of heartbreak. It raised a deeper question. Can two artists have similar ideas without it being theft? Or is this just another case of the music industry steamrolling smaller artists to keep the machine running? As Cardi continued promoting the song and thanking her friends, fans couldn't ignore the deeper layers. There was hype, but there was healing too. And whether or not she borrowed from Rissa, Cardi's emotional honesty hit something real with her audience. The controversy didn't disappear, but the conversation evolved. So, did Cardi B really steal her hit song Outside, or was this just an unfortunate overlap? Two artists, same title, same vibe, but completely different journeys. Rissa Rain still stands by her claim. Cardi B still stands on her name. And fans, they're split down the middle. Some calling for justice, others streaming the track even harder. But maybe the real story isn't just about who made what first. Maybe it's about how art, pain, and survival can collide in ways nobody sees coming. Maybe it's about a woman using music to heal and another woman fighting not to be erased. In the end, Outside became more than a song. It became a conversation about originality, recognition, and the power of being seen. So now it's your turn. Was it stolen? Was it inspired? Or was it just a coincidence wrapped in controversy? Let us know in the comments. And as always, stay tuned.